Kina and you're watching First Bite. We're here at the Fort, one of the biggest business centers in the country. So while you're punching in that 9 to 5 card, why not spice up your lunch break with a little bit of paprika? So Panji, what's the story behind paprika?
Okay, so 3 things. Number 1, I like to cook. 2, I always knew that I wanted to be in business. And 3, well, I wanted to be a restaurateur. So it made sense for me to open up a restaurant like this. The concept is comfort food, cocktail bar. So it's a pretty wide concept. It's a very good place to start, I think, with those 3 things in mind.
And why did you choose the name Paprika? Why Paprika?
Because I wanted a name that rolls off the tongue. If you ask the kitchen, there are quite a bit of items that have paprika in them. And it feels like it's a name that will stick.
This is a restaurant and cocktail bar. So what makes your restaurant and cocktail bar different from others like it?
In terms of comfort food, we stick to the basic premise that it's supposed to have flavors that people are familiar with. But what we do is we put twists to them that doesn't too much stray from the original idea of it, but then makes it a little bit more special. We push a little bit the boundaries of comfort food, but we stay within it still.
So far, I'm absolutely loving the atmosphere. The garden lights that set a very warm, not too bright kind of lighting to the entire restaurant. Then you have very homey, very personalized items like vinyls, books, clocks, paintings. For a place that was just recently opened, you can tell how developed the entire restaurant is. But this restaurant isn't the only thing that's developed, so is my appetite. So let's check out the food. Here we have the bacon onion marmalade bruschetta, which is simply bacon atop melted Gruyere cheese, topped with alfalfa and paprika's own bacon onion marmalade. So, hold on tight. I'm about to take my first bite. The bruschetta is served warm, but not so much that it will burn your tongue. And the bacon, its saltiness ties in so well with the sweetness of the onion and the marmalade. Plus, the alfalfa adds in a sort of freshness to the entire dish that really brings in the whole thing together. This dish is called the gambas con aligue, which is simply shrimp with aligue and chorizo plus a tower of Melba toast. Most gambas dishes are served with olive oil and garlic, but this one is special because it's served instead with aligue. It really brings out a certain kind of redness to the shrimp that adds a really vibrant color to the entire dish. And the chorizo bits add a certain kick to the meal. It's something very comfortable, very in line with the entire feel of the restaurant. So all together, the shrimp, the chorizo, they added a really great blend to the entire meal. This is Paprika's Adobo Overload, and I tell you, its contents are spilling off the plate. There's so much that it offers. From the adobo rice, the meat, the adobo mayo, you can tell it's a very generous serving. Now adobo, as they say, is tastiest on its second time around. So this baby is cooked twice. It's braised and deep fried right before serving though. The rice is a nice golden sort of color. It's smoky, garlicky. You can really taste the infused adobo sauce. The meat is cooked to perfection. The outer layer is so crispy that it adds a really great texture to the whole thing. And now adobo is cooked in many different ways. And people like it in different ways as well. Some like it salty, some like it sweet. But this sort of ties in all the different kinds of adobo together. The sweet kind, the salty kind, the vinegary kind, all to arrive at the ultimate adobo dream. This is Paprika's bagoong pasta. Yes, it's pasta with bagoong sauce. The bagoong is mixed with a nice cream so that it's perfect for a pasta. There's also tomato, and it's topped with a crispy liempo seasoned with paprika and a bit of pepper. Now you'd think it's salty, but the cream sort of neutralizes it, and the tomato adds a very nice flavor to the whole thing. And there's a certain spice to it, but for those of you who don't like spice, have no fear because it's not too overpowering. And the liempo, it's crispy on the outside, nice and juicy on the inside. That is a great slab of meat. This is something you're really gonna wanna have on any day because it's perfect and it's the epitome of what a comfortable meal actually is. This is the paprika burger. Now the burger is actually not just ground beef, but also bacon. There's mushroom, cheese, and a mushroom cheese sauce. There's also onion. Generally, it looks like a very interesting, very colorful, but still a very delicious dish. Now, because this is a very comfortable restaurant, I think I'm going to eat it in a way that's comfortable for me, which is with my hands. So, excuse me while I bite into this delicious looking paprika burger. The patty is very juicy, very tender. It's not hard to eat at all. A very zesty sort of taste to the entire burger. The great thing about these French fries, it's coated with just the right amount of paprika amongst the other spices. The cheese adds a nice smoky flavor, as it's also Gruyere, and the mushroom makes everything taste a lot more fresh. It's definitely something that you're going to want to have more than once. From the moment you see paprika, you'll notice this warm atmosphere just reeling you in. That's exactly the kind of experience you're going to want to have to accompany the home-cooked, very comforting food that paprika has to offer. Comfortable, but not in any way boring. So in order to end my delectable feast, I'm going to have myself a glass of white wine. Cheers! Thank you for watching First Bite. If you like this episode, please check out our website, www.firstbite.ph, and don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe to our different social networks.